After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Now, in the year 1973, the world still lies in the heart of this frigid period. The West and East engage in proxy wars to assert dominance, while spies and agents engage in shadowy dealings. And, with the threat of nuclear war, the world always feels close to doomsday. It's as if the whole world is holding their breath, waiting for someone to make the first wrong move.
God forbid Darnell gets introduced to other CRPGs.
Hello, welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Jar Jar's Bizarre Adventure?
Oh,
Yeah.
Misa
We-
Tan, homie.
Yes, you heard correctly, Jack. We're gonna have some changes.
We should have just ended the recording at Misa Tanhoney. That's the whole episode.
Imagine we just uploaded that to YouTube.
Gotta get the better angels bomb bad! Or whatever the fuck he says.
That was an awful impression. But I
I'm
don't
so
know there's anyone that
sorry.
but the
I'm so
original actor
sorry.
can do it.
Well, the thing is, awful impressions are funnier than good impressions. Like, if you make a good impression, that's like, oh yeah, that's cool. If you make a funny impression,
here's
it's
a
so much funnier.
pointer.
I can do a really good
Mr.
Papa's
Jar Jar
impression, and
Binks.
that's about it.
These are your faithful servants.
I saw, like, I remember when I was, like, really drunk, I
You saw
started,
Jar
like, but I got it in my head that I needed to, like, make the second coming of the Lego Yoda death yell. So that entire night I kept going, ah!
Alright.
And my sister could hear me from across the hall.
Alright. Tanhoney, go ahead.
Hi, welcome to
What?
Good Trouble. How have you all been doing this week, guys? You happy?
This week's definitely
Wow.
been mixed.
Sorry to hear that. But hopefully it'll get better from here on in.
Implying
It's
it's your
JoJo's
fault?
Bizarre Adventure, Good Trouble. Oh, I never implied that. You're projecting to me.
What? You said sorry to hear that.
I am sorry. Oh, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that the week has been mixed.
That doesn't imply it's his fault.
Mixed isn't bad at all. Good,
Some
some
people
good,
with
some bad.
knives.
That's life.
If there's any bad, you might as well just give up.
Yeah.
Tanhoney.
Only a perfect world is worthwhile.
Oh, cool.
And that, oh my god, that's such a fun philosophy for a villain. Holy
Yeah, I was about to
shit.
say, that's like
I'm
some straight
writing
up
that
JRPG
I'm writing
villain
that
fuel.
down.
It's like, oh, I got a paper cut. This world isn't
Dune,
perfect.
I've got a great new villain for you.
Villain who's suicidal and his only option is to make the world perfect in his.
Oh my
idea
god, I
of
just
perfection.
realized that's the plot of Arcanum. Holy shit.
Okay.
But anyway, Darnell, what is the plot of the last JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Good Trouble?
You know, when I
section?
said Tanhoney, go ahead, I thought you were going to do the recap, but instead
He
you followed
never
how my
does the
week was and
recap.
put it
You
on
should
I don't
just
know.
give up on that.
I don't know why you would think that.
Well, how about we test someone else's memory for the recap this week?
Sure. Dune,
Fuck me. All right, I'll give this my best shot. I don't do the recaps, but
Okay.
I'll try this one. So, 6 months went by, and Good Trouble, our team, has been assigned various missions, and we got word that the upcoming election for the President of the United States, Gerald Ford, is having an inauguration speech, correct? Right, Tan?
Yes, because
That
Nixon
was
is
all
resigning,
incorrect.
yes.
That was all
The only
incorrect.
bit wrong was there wasn't an election. It was because he was the vice president to Nixon, and Nixon resigned.
Right, correct. And we have to go stop.
And
an
Teng had to
assassination.
do that because Stigma would have been the only one to save Nixon.
We have to stop an assassination attempt, and there's a man who has a connection. I forget
Yes,
his
he's
name.
scheduled for an interview, personal interview with the president tomorrow. He was a reporter.
He's going to interview the president, and we couldn't get a hold of him, so we went to his last sighted
Well, he'd been
location.
kidnapped, yes.
He was kidnapped at Dinosaur Donuts. They took him in a car, and they took him to the Elephant Club, which is a building that it seems to be under some sort of stand effect, where only if you enter the building, you're kind of, you see it as like a dilapidated, shuttered, closed down place. But if you don't enter it, you see it as like a vibrant nightclub full of people. And
It's actually, if you look at a picture of it.
that's
Yeah.
right. If you look at a picture of it, and I didn't look at the picture. The Clash did not look at the picture, but the other 3 members of the party did. So they're stuck in the dilapidated building, and I'm stuck on the roof, where I caused a blackout. And I remember Micah Jag of the Better Angels got out of a car and was entering the building, and he's about to confront our party.
Yeah, because
But I don't-
from
you
your
don't-
vision, you saw him like disappear, which I think means he's in our version.
Right, he's in your version, not mine.
Micah
I'm on
Jack's
the
the one with the. That's the first one we met, right? With
He's
the
the spin
He's the
user,
ham
yeah.
on. He's the ham on user.
He's a spin user.
He's the spin user.
Oh, he's a spin.
We met
That's
him at
right.
the
Wow,
Russian mansion.
Dune really is getting everything wrong with the recap, huh?
You got like TV, man.
Absolutely
Leave him alone, that's
pathetic.
my boy.
This is what it feels
is
like
what-
when I do the recap. It's like, oh, you forgot a detail, shit
Hey,
face.
dude. we're
Darnell's
all
actually
with you,
really
and we all
good at doing
support
the
you.
recaps. I can't
Thank
get
you,
any
dude.
details right.
He's probably the only one that remembers what happened, to be honest.
Darnell remembers them very well. This is why none of us do them.
Yeah, but
Darnell,
I
please
find
come home.
recaps
I
are-
think
Please
I
do
did the
next
recap
episode.
once in like the laziest way
the
possible.
recaps
didn't I?
are a valuable tool for the DM, both because they help remind everyone what's going on, but what details the player giving the recap remembers kind of gives the DM an idea of, hey, what things did they like or pay attention to the most? Because
I
usually
have
it's
the
the things
most
that most
unbiased
involve them.
recaps.
Well,
Yeah,
I
sure.
neglected to mention the sausage Spinosaurus donut, which was the thing I did like the most. So,
Oh.
I want my feedback there, Tan.
What does that say about Tan's DMing if that's what you like the most?
That was just in spectacular detail. I don't know what you're implying.
I was hungry.
Well,
All right, but we are back. So, are we at our POV or Bats' POV when we resume?
I feel like Bats didn't get to do too much last episode, so let's start with Bats' POV.
Sure.
Okay, so the Clash is on the rooftop. He's already messed with the switch box,
Mhm.
causing a blackout to the club below. Didn't I fuck up a maintenance guy?
You
Or did I-
did. When you threatened him to tell him to get a manager or something.
Right. So
He
I'm
screwed off.
and while I'm waiting for them to get a manager, we saw Micah Jag enter the building. Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. In this case, I am going to send a ball down from the rooftop into the entrance below and see if I can bounce that ball, like ricochet it off of a floorboard or like the ceiling or something in a corner, and like if we could quick cut and see if that has any effect on the other party's surroundings, just so.
Okay, so you're saying another ball inside to hit the floor and see if that makes a noise on their floor.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, they don't notice anything on their floor.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to see if that information was accessible. All right. In this case, I'm just going to sit tight and try to wait for this maintenance guy because
Okay.
I don't. If I can't interact with the floor, then there's nothing I can do.
So you wait for a little bit of time, and you hear footsteps coming up. You hear the electrician's voice. Oh, they're up here, guys. I know you were saying you were interested in this spooky stuff, so I thought you'd want to take a look at this straight away. You can do the exorcism or whatever. It seems like this is not the manager who's coming. And the door slams open, and a man
From his mouth.
man in a vest steps out. He's got a vest, he's got some jeans, he's got no shirts. Like, not a vest, I mean like a vest jacket, you know, that sort of garment?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Shirtless.
got one of those. Some sunglasses, some big sunglasses. And it's not just him, another two people, one with long hair and again sunglasses, a bald one again with sunglasses come out. And those two are holding, it seems, video cameras, like big bulky cameras from the period. And it seems they're recording this, man. Hello, guys. Today, this is the first episode of Haunted Adventures of In the World. We have heard from my boy, Arnold, that this roof is freaking haunted. Bleep that out. So we're gonna bleep that out as well. Investigate, bros.
I would not.
Let's
this is like
not
public
get-
access TV.
Let's not get too scared, okay? And they step out onto the roof.
Women
One of them
are my
listens to
favorite
you.
guy.
This is exactly who you should picture, yes.
It's immediately what came to mind. Okay, I'm going to hide behind the
That's
air.
exactly who I'm describing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind the air conditioning unit, away from the. I don't know if they could see stands, but I'm just gonna put myself behind there.
If there is any spirits in this place, have some noise.
I put my cannon out and launch a ball directly at his feet, hurling towards the ground.
Hell yes. Okay, he turns back to the camera. So you can see there is a paranormal phenomena going on. It's time for my favorite and everyone's segment of the program, IVF. That's not what it's called. He takes that tape recorder and starts recording background noise. And he plays it. There's just like background noise. You can hear a lot of voices in this recording. He is saying he is dead and in the ghost. This is no good.
Did he react at all to that ball that I fired
He did.
towards him?
He did. That's the paranormal phenomena he recognized. Yes.
Right, but how did he react to it? Like, did he?
He reacted to the noise. It seems. And sort of,
Okay.
like, looked at the spot.
I'm firing another one into his friend's stomach. Just gonna pummel him as hard as possible.
As hard as possible.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a strike, power and precision.
You got it.
The results will depend. Is like a scaling thing. As hard as you can. I want you to say that again, just for the clarification.
It's gonna rip straight through its body.
I'm going to hit him with enough force that if he should be hit by this ball, he will keel over and maybe throw up.
Okay, so we're not donutting him.
I'm not going to kill him.
Okay, that's the limit. So upper limit is going to be
Upper limit.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the land. So this is not him direct, but one of his friends, right?
Yep.
Slams into long-haired man. Stomach. He puts his hands to stomach. Keels over. Oh my god! He is having a bad reaction in from eating the sausage dino, and the man vomits everywhere. What is it you want, great spirit gods? They look around, worried. It seems you frightened this man.
I'm thinking of what I could do here. I'm gonna keep distracting them, and while I'm doing that, the ball that I have down on the first floor, is there some sort of camera? Since this is a nightclub, maybe people are taking pictures. Since that's a groovy thing to do in the 70s.
Well, mention a camera. These guys have camera. They're filming this.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm going to then scream at the top of my lungs and see if they react. Just ah.
They don't react to that.
I think you've already well established these people are not stand users.
Well, you don't know in 10.
I think we do now.
Okay, I'm going to run out.
This guy's the fucking big bad.
I'm gonna run out, waddle out, and knock the camera out of this guy's hand. Shoot a ball up, have it fall to the floor, and try to grab it myself.
Right, as you do this, as the camera falls to the ground, but before hitting the ground, you sort of catch it. It's sort of floating in the perspective. They're freaking out. They love this. Guys,
Perfect.
we are just proved the existence of paranormal phenomena. Nobel Prize?
I'm going to send out a series of balls that will balance the camera and record a shot of the building itself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring it back in.
You do so. And they're watching in awe.
Yeah, they're watching it all. And I'm gonna flip around the recording viewport and lower it towards them so that they can look at the picture.
Okay. All three of them look at the picture, and in that same instant, they phase out of existence and vanish entirely.
Perfect. Now, would I in this moment when this was happening, would I be able to say that the Clash had its stubby little hand on one of these guys? What would happen in that case?
You certainly can.
He was looking at the picture too.
And in that case, the three of you, so you are like, you've gone with them. So you phase onto a, it seems that the alternate building is slightly taller because you end up inside here. And you reappear in a dusty, it seems like a hotel room, basically. Like the quote-unquote penthouse suite, but the quality is such that you would never call it that at this point. It's a big room. It's like a bedroom and then another adjoining bedroom on the other side with like a bathroom as well. Covered in dust, everything, broken, boarded up windows. But in the other room, you can see there seems to be a man tied to a chair who you recognise as Biggs Little. He's tied to a chair. He's like seems unconscious, and the chair that he's in is directly facing towards a TV, a CRT TV, like on a little table. It seems to just be blurring static and just white noise. It's almost deafening. So your companions are freaking out. You hit one of them screams, and you guys down all the way downstairs hear a blood-curdling scream from up above.
Are we cutting to them, or?
Yeah.
Let's cut to them for a second, yeah.
So weren't we already upstairs, or were we on our way up when we?
You were downstairs. You fought you just finished fighting the coffee cups, if you recall.
I thought we were like on the stairs when we ended off.
I think you were going to the stairs, though. Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I imagine we hear the shout, and it sounds like our boy, right?
It's not your boy screaming. It seems to be one of the people that he took with him. So, it's an unfamiliar voice to you.
I look to the people around me. We haven't seen Micah Jag come in, right?
No, but as you are looking towards your friends, there is a white flash for a second, almost like a camera like a photo being taken. It just a white flash, but no source of it. It's just very quick.
Something's not right. I think we need to move fast.
I think when Vasilii hears the scream, he's gonna go, "My God, the fat lady's son."
Nice. I'm gonna walk up, but I'm gonna try and be stealthy about it.
Okay. So I would. Are the rest of you also gonna be trying to roll stealthy here?
No.
Oh, okay. You're just walking up normal. Chelsea's like solid sneaking through, and you just walk past her.
It might be all the better if they go in guns blazing, because then it's probably easier for me to get the jump on them and be stealthy. I just want to be careful in case, like, because I don't know what that flash was, and we don't know where it came from, so I don't know what's going on, and I would rather be hidden if I can.
I think Vasilii's also gonna go in guns blazing. He's still, in his primal form.
Okay, so as you ascend the stairwell seems to go to the second floor. It's a little bit below from where you heard the scream, but it's basically a hallway with the hotel doors like lining either side, and the stairwell at the other end of the floor. Mm-hmm. Chelsea, I want to say, as you're sneaking up, your corpse sense, it seems to be going off quite a bit. There's some corpses you can sense in these adjoining rooms.
Yeah, I already detected one up here before with the mobs.
Yeah, and now with the adjustment of position, you can sort of see some more.
I'm gonna
feel them.
I'm gonna start. How many would you say?
3.
3. All human?
As far as I can tell, the shape is human.
I'm gonna try and stealthily get to the closest one, whichever room that is.
Okay, it's the closest one is sort of the first door on the left. It's sort of a door that's slightly ajar. I'm going to need you to get a stealth roll of 2 here, please.
Body reason. Chelsea. Oh, whoops, that's Christopher's sheet. Chelsea has 2 body, 4 reason, so 66. I got 3.
Okay, so you managed to get into the room. It's another dusty hotel room. The bed's like upturned, turned over. There's some blood on the sheets that he left on the floor. But the corpse sense you seem to get, it seems to be coming from the bathroom here. And looking round that door, you can see a bloated corpse of a older man, just sort of laying back in the bathtub, sort of sprawled out there. He was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, long since faded, shorts. His tongue is like swelled up in his mouth. It's almost like a balloon poking out between his lips.
So he was dressed when he was in the bath, and the bed's overturned, you said?
Yeah.
What direction was it turned over towards? Like towards the door or the windows?
Like flipped over is what I mean.
Oh, like completely all the way, like the
Yeah.
bottom's on the top. Okay. Something violent was here, and I don't think, he put himself there putting together the clues. So I want to check, because you mentioned there was blood. Are there any kind of tracks leading out of the room or elsewhere to the room outside the bathroom?
What are you two guys doing? The other two doing, by the way, at this time? Hello?
I'm not sure what we can do is the thing, so remind me of the situation.
Okay, so Chelsea's gone to investigate this room. You don't have to go in here with her or anything. It's just you could keep going and go up the stairs to the next floor up, which is where you heard the scream. But,
Yeah, I'll keep going up there.
okay.
Yeah,
So
Vasilii, I imagine, would also be like, just banging up the stairs.
Okay, you're going straight for it. Okay, Chelsea, I want you to roll in intelligence, if you would. Another 2.
Intelligence is wit and reason. Wit, reason, 96. That is 2 successes.
Yeah, you got it. So they're very tiny tracks, almost imperceptible. I'd say tiny. Not that it's tiny. It's almost like imperceptible as being tracks. They seem just like random blood splatters at first. But you see that this random sort of cascading blood pattern seems to go from the bed to the corner of the room where there's a lampshade standing, like one of those tall lamps. And the shade itself seems to be slightly bloodstained as well.
I very quietly try to unholster my gun and take aim. Take a deep breath, and I'm just gonna try and fire directly where the bulb would be on the lamp, like center of the shade.
Okay, I'm gonna say, give me a snipe roll, and if you get 4, that'll be very good for you.
Okay. Any kind of advantages since it doesn't know?
I'll give you an advantage for your prior investigation. Yes.
Okay. So, snipe real quick is pluck and precision. Pluck 4, precision 3. Okay. And then can I spend is it 2 or 3 luck to get advantage as well?
Okay.
2 luck.
I'll spend 2 temp luck and give myself another advantage.
No problem.
So 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 successes.
You did. You pull the trigger. This is your bone gun, right? That shoots the bone bullets.
Yep. So
The bone bullet slams into that quote-unquote light bulb, which on further inspection seems to be like some glowing sort of biological organ. It splatters and blood pours down. This lampshade writhes in the air like a serpent almost, before stiffening with a screech, falling to the ground in front of you and shattering into rock.
I immediately I tap the pager 10 times, which is like a come here now.
So as you guys are heading upstairs to the 3rd floor, you do get the 10 page beeps. Beep, 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 beep.
Vasilii, you go down there. I'll keep going up.
Okay, so
He
you
bangs
get.
his chest.
What?
I said he bangs his chest.
Oh, because he's monkey. He's Gorilla Sanchez.
I take that as a confirmation from Gorilla Sanchez, and I keep going upstairs.
Okay, so we'll come back to downstairs in a second, but
Roger that.
Driver, as you get upstairs, you can see the door in front of you. There's one door on this floor. It's very much the penthouse suite. We can hear banging on the door. Someone going, "Let us inside the out! This is crazy times!"
There it is.
I try to open the door.
It's locked.
Can I try and? Well, I mean it's a door, so I imagine I won't have too much trouble if I use Proto Men to smash it open.
No problem. No problem.
Like imagine if Star Platinum failed to break a door.
Yeah, so you shatter that.
Blushing.
You shatter that door to bits, and the man beyond steps backwards in shock. Psychic power!
Sure,
Worse.
something like that. What are you doing here?
It is crazy time, man. We are standing on the roof filming the discovery of the decade. Just the decade. When suddenly we are teleported to here. I don't know what's going on, man. I want to go home. There's a guy in a chair with a TV, and there's nothing on.
Driver.
What are you, guy in a chair? Oh,
Yeah,
hey!
Yeah, guy in chair.
Where's the guy in the chair?
The Clash waddles over to Driver.
I briefly glance at the Clash and I hold up like a finger to say, "Hold on a minute, let me shoo this guy away." Do I see the guy in the chair?
You can. Big,
the-
little, strapped to a chair, yes.
The Clash is going to put a hand up. That's
Uh,
Biggie Littles.
Can I get a quick
Aw.
TLDR on who Biggs
Holy
was
sh-
again?
He's the reporter that we were looking for.
Just
Holy
head down.
shit!
Just
That
head
is
down.
Biggs Little? Who's that?
Just head down the stairs and get. Wait, did you just?
Oh.
Can-
I look at the Clash. I look at Driver.
Okay, the time roach, I have to be honest, eats his head there. So that was unintentional, I'm sorry.
We need a fucking sound effect for when the time roaches come in.
Just
I mean,
I
hey,
can-
if this guy's a
I-
famous reporter, why wouldn't he know? He's also a reporter.
Well, because I'm the one who said it.
Oh.
He can't see stands.
Oh.
So yeah, the time
Um,
roach eats his head and we go back to the angel
I
timeline.
could get a time roach sound effect, but you just complain about it.
That's true.
Yeah, please do not get the sound effect of countless roaches crawling over the mic.
I'm just saying that Darnell hates it when I use the
I
soundboard.
do. Real
Even though my sounds are so high quality and cool.
They're so high quality, and so...
Anyway, is
His
Biggs
volume
little?
is very inconsistent, though.
Is Biggs?
They
little...
are pretty inconsistent.
All right.
What about Big
What,
Silver?
what were you gonna say, Darnell? I was just saying, respond to Stigma.
Is he alive in the chair or is he like dead?
He has like his mouth open, drooling.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's like
he seems
fucked
out
up
of it.
mentally.
I just look at the report. I just look at this weirdo guy and I say, just head down the stairs. The way out's clear.
Okay, thank you, God! And he runs past.
That's not my name.
He
but
gives you a
thanks.
hug. and runs past.
One day I will make a car and name it after you, God.
I look down to the Clash and say, what's the situation?
The situation is that Micah Jag of the Better Angels is on one of these floors, probably the first or second. And the other part is I'm pretty sure that that's a stand. And he points at the TV.
You
Do
recall
know-
when your dearest
you
friend
have-
told you to immediately come here with her pager beeps.
Do you have any idea how that stand works?
If I had to guess, some sort of subduing device. I'm not sure. And I fire off a ball at the back of the TV with hopefully enough force to try and launch it off of the stand and maybe break it.
Okay, if you're certain. So you are attacking the TV, is
I'm
what
certain.
I'm hearing here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break it without looking at it.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? Can I fire it off? Just see if I'm gonna try to push it, like off of the stand so that it'll fall. Like, if it, not fire a ball through the TV, just like try to knock the stand over.
Okay. So as you
So
fire
at most
your...
it won't crack the screen.
Yeah, okay, I'd say it's probably a snipe if you're in for a specific spot, but to do that. As you do that, though, the antenna on top of the TV suddenly softens and whips out like a tendril to try and intercept your shot.
It's about what I thought. And I'm rolling a snipe for this, so precision and what is that, range?
Yeah, and it's going to be rolling trying to intercept your attack here.
Okay.
I think snipe is precision and pluck or something. Let me check. Snipe is pluck precision.
Oh, pluck. Okay. Same roll, anyways. But there you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, shit. 1,
You
2.
can't stop Pats. I'm sorry.
It's slightly too slow. You hit the end of the table, and the table collapses. The thing slams onto its side on the floor. It squeals, and like wet mucus comes out from the cracks in between the screen and the actual like unit. And you realise as the mucus sort of piles up that the thing you're looking at is not necessarily a TV. It seems to be like a snail-like creature with a TV for a shell, as it sort of rights itself. And those tendrils that were antennae sort of open up and become eye stalks.
Does Biggs Littles react any differently?
He does not. He's fully out of it.
Okay. I turn to Driver. If you want to go downstairs, I could handle this just myself.
Alright, fine. I'll look for Micah Jag. Apparently Chelsea's got something going on, so I'll check in with her.
And Vasilii?
I don't know what he's doing. I go downstairs.
Okay.
Alright, now that I'm alone with this thing, I'm going to attempt to float across the room using the balls to latch on to Biggs Little's back.
The TV screens angles around to face you, and you hear like a voice, like as though it's being broadcast over the TV speak. Rank implant narrative. Eliminate intruders.
I shake Biggs Little around the neck and, try to slap him back into consciousness. Does he react at all to any of this?
He just sort of just mumbles a little bit.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take aim at the TV's screen and just fire off some balls directly into it. Try to crack the screen.
Okay. As you do that, and we're gonna enter combat here then. As you do that, it's almost like trying to intercept your shots. The TV screen faces your attack fully, and the static on its screen is replaced by this blurring, strobing, sort of like impossible colours suddenly flaring throughout the room, bouncing off the walls, sort of like... Looking at it, you can feel like your thoughts becoming indistinct, fuzzy. It's like a psychic assault almost. So you were trying to strike it here. I'd say that's a strike from you, and it's going to be trying to again intercept that.
Okay. Power plus speed for strike, right?
Let me just check. Strike is power and precision.
Precision. Gotcha. The luck has finally run out here. Possibly.
Maybe.
Only
Depends what way it rolls. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3, 4 from you, actually. 1, 2, 3.
Where's there a fourth one?
You got 5.
5.
You got 6.
Oh, yeah. You're
6,
right.
5. Yeah, no, the luck never abandons you. So yeah, you manage to power through this assault on your psyche, and the shots are fired and straight through, hitting it in the screens and then cracks throughout the surface. And with it wet clear fluid bleeds out from the cracks in the speedy monitor as it rears backwards, taking some damage.
What happens to the cracks on the screen?
Well, it's like bleeding from them.
Oh, like more mucus?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see when that mucus drips onto the carpet starts like smoking. It seems to be slightly acidic.
Shouldn't it be 1 out of 3 because he already hit him once?
You're absolutely right.
Pushing up my glasses.
All right, I'm going to create a.
Hold on,
it's
this.
I forgot this fucking snail.
So again, that sort of distorted TV voice sort of comes back on, but instead of speaking, you can say it's taking a very deep breath as the TV sort of like contracts in on itself slightly. And you can see, as it contracts in on itself, cracks are like popping up its surface that high pressure acid is just sort of leaking from. It almost seems like, if you recall back in Berlin, when you were fighting those cyborgs, One of them did a self-destruct, and this is very reminiscent of that from what you can see. So, it basically, as far as it looks like it's preparing to blow the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to react with a shield of balls covering myself and Biggs Littles from all angles.
Okay, I would say that is either protect or withstand, depending on your preference. I would say protect is you prioritizing protecting Biggs. Withstand is you prioritizing defending yourself.
I'm going to protect Biggs.
Okay, so that's speed and durability then.
Okay.
And it's going to roll or an attack. Yeah.
It's the first time I've rolled this, but fuck.
3, 4, 5, 6. So you're prioritizing protecting Biggs though.
Yeah, although I don't think that's going to work out very well here.
Okay. So yeah, the TV suddenly explodes utterly outwards, acid splashing everywhere, melting through the walls. You can hear the building creaking as the structure is lost. And it costs, as you're shielding the reporter Biggs, it splashes onto your front and back. You can feel it eating away at your stand tissue, for lack of a better term. And you can see some of it has gone through your barrier, your defense, and it's sort of eating away at Biggs's chest here. He's screaming in agony. It seems he's at least cognizant enough to realize he's in intense pain, even if he can't quite identify the source of it.
I'm going to quickly, before I go into my next attack, turn Biggs into a ball.
Okay, so yeah, you turn him into a ball. There's some smoke still rising from the previous melting, but it seems like it has not progressed any further as a result of this.
Gotcha. And
Make
now
sure to note down your damage, by the way. Yeah. So you're on 2 out of 3, if I recall.
I'm 2. Yep. I very rarely take damage in this fucking game, but sometimes it does happen. All right, so I'm going to shove the Biggs ball underneath my hat so he can be up there with the bat's rat. And I'm going to launch all of the balls that I have from my arms and my legs and kind of create a vortex spinning and building momentum around this TV. And then one by one, I'm going to fire them off when they reach a certain point and try to just snipe this thing constantly with just a barrage of balls.
Right, from different angles, though, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I would say it's a trick shot here. And it's again just trying to intercept with its current flare of coloured lights. So
Gotcha.
your trick shot is wit and precision there for you.
Yep.
It's going to go for an intercept roll here.
Oh.
Oh, terrible. It seems the damage you just scream is affecting this attack. The colours are much calmer, much cooler, much easier to ignore. And in that moment, one after another, the bullets slam into it from all angles, and it shatters into another pile of rocks on the floor.
Okay. Is there no mucus remnant trying to symbiote this thing back to life, or?
Not from what you can see, no. It seems dead.
All right. Is there shit all over the floor like acid?
Yes, it's melting through the floor and walls.
Okay. I'm going to take the Biggs ball and turn him back and see if anything's changed.
It seems the progression of the acid has been paused by this, stopped. So you've cleansed him of that, but he is still got a bloody open wound on his chest. He's moaning in pain.
Hey, can you hear me? And I kind of slap him a little on the cheek.
He looks around, but you can tell from the haze in his eyes he can't see you.
But can he hear me?
He cannot hear you. You can feel the slap. He's looking around confused and dazed.
Okay. I'm going to take a ball and try to cauterize the wound by putting it in there. And
what? You're trying.
I'm going to see if I can put. I mean, he has a big fucking hole in his chest, right?
That's not really cauterizing, though, is it? It's to fill in the hole with the ball.
Well, I'm gonna see what I can do here. How deep is this hole?
It's like good for the first couple of layers of skin, I would say.
Okay. I'm going to try and turn the inside of his wound, his exposed wound, into balls by firing off into him.
I see. Okay.
This is sort of cauterizing it a little bit.
Let's say this is an expel.
You
Bro.
keep saying cauterize. That's not
Yeah,
what cauterize means.
that's what
Cauterize is when
confused
you
me.
burn a wound
I thought,
closed.
I was trying to think
That's
how
what
a
I'm-
ball. I thought you could like rub the ball on something really quick to heat it up or something.
I thought about no. I actually thought about that with the acid, and then I was like, that's not a good idea.
That's an awful idea.
I know. I'll put acid directly in the bloodstream.
I
It's like
needed
you're
to- I
melting
wanted
from the
to close
acid,
his
put more
wound.
acid on the wounds.
Well, like you said last episode, Jack, I don't think anybody listening to this comes
There are
like
no
away
bad
with the
ideas.
idea that we're
Sure, but like
particularly-
medicine is like the one thing I'm half knowledgeable on.
I don't think you need to be that
So I
knowledgeable.
care little.
I'm just imagining like someone is injured one day and they're like, I need help, and Jack comes up and he's like, and they're like, are you a doctor? He's like, I'm half a doctor.
I mean, to be
I'm
honest,
already half doctor.
If you tell me
It's
to be
very-
honest, I'm
it
half a
is
doctor,
very-
I'm going to laugh.
it is very much like fucking Wikipedia to your knowledge, but when I was a kid, my mom would be taking all these nurses tests, and I would just like sit there and listen in on everything she was doing, and so like I have a weird amount of like knowledge. Like I know I listened to all of her CPR classes.
I laugh, but one day when we do an IR, we'll meet up and go hiking and I'm injured. You're going to save my life, and I'll say I'm so sorry.
I might.
I'm so sorry I doubted you. And you'll say me too, and then you'll leave me there.
I just instead of doing CPR, I just leave you on the floor.
Yeah,
to
I'm
die.
like wheezy, gasping for breath, and you're like, I know how to do this, but I'm leaving you here.
This was
He's gonna
I
cauterize
could
your
cauterize this wound, but I won't.
As I'm like bleeding out, suffering, you described to me how you could fix me, but won't. Here are all the steps.
It's like fucking Morbius.
What were we doing again?
I'm cauterizing the wound by stuffing shit in it.
That's not what
That's not
cauterizing is.
cauterizing. We just went
so
over
you-
that.
You know what
It's
that's
in the
called?
wound
That's
into a
called
ball.
that's called packing a wound. Just for
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'm turning his wound into balls, Tan. The exposed
see.
part.
This rings familiar, but okay.
What happened to our
Um,
music? Oh, there it goes.
I was scared. It's time to roll expel, and give me a 4 for this because this is fucking.
And if you roll really high, he won't be able to go to school anymore.
Expel. I don't think
expel
I've
is.
rolled.
Yes,
Imagine if this was like Disco Elysium and you roll too well and it fucks him up forever.
It's body and precision.
What is it? Body and precision? Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
This
first
is the
time
first-
I'm rolling.
Yeah, this is the first time anyone's rolled. I'm pretty sure.
This is not the first time we've rolled.
Yeah, for excel. You
Oh, for expel,
fucker.
absolutely.
Fuck me.
Did you mean
okay.
roll in general?
I thought he meant this session. I was like, we've had several
So-
rolls this session.
No, this
What
is the
you have
first time.
done?
Yeah, you know.
So what you have done here with your efforts at that, well, the clash. My apologies. Is you seem to have
It's
turned
okay.
half of his wound into a ball. So the blood and acid from the remaining half of the wound is spilling into the hole opened up by the ball, exacerbating his injuries.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the panic button option here and turn him back into a ball.
You turn the screaming, writhing man back into a ball.
And I look
Can
at
you
the
do
ball.
like chibified screaming for us, Tan?
You what? Sorry, Chipify.
You-
Sounds like Freddy Fazbear.
I just remember loving that like weird voice you did when we shrunk other people.
for the amulet, yeah.
That's what he sounds like.
Can Tan be the next voice of like Meatwad and Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I look at the
Meanwhile,
ball.
okay, sorry. What do you?
No, I look at the ball and I'm just like, sorry, buddy, I wasn't able to cauterize your wound, and I put him under my hat.
It's not.
Well, it's true. He wasn't able to.
That is true. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we swoosh downstairs to where Vasilii. You arrived here first, and then shortly after, Driver showed up. After the 10-page special.
So, real quick, when this thing, I killed it and it like turned stone and desiccated, was that the same thing that happened to the cup mops earlier?
It seems to be a similar phenomenon.
Okay. I bring him in and I show him what happens, like what I dealt with, and I kind of go over what I found, like this thing. So had the
You
strength
showing
to-
me or
both
Vasilii?
of you once you're here. I'm like, I explain how it managed to, toss over a bed, lurk that guy into the bathtub, all that, and I'm like, these things, clearly they possess furniture, but this is far stronger than what we dealt with downstairs. I'm thinking the bigger the object, the more powerful it is, and if that's the case and this hotel is full of them, and anything in here could kill us, we need to leave now. This is, like, beyond our pay grade.
You sense some movement through your corpse sense.
Coming from where?
The body in the bathtub?
I am going to immediately stop speaking, and I sort of get on one knee and point my gun towards the bathtub.
You see that it's very slight movement, in that the corpse in the bathtub is now looking at you.
There's something inside his body. I'm going to try and unravel the corpse's, like, skin and flesh and bone and see what's inside of him.
It's like that one laser surgery gif.
Kind of,
So-
like I'm turning him almost into, like, the texture of, like, a bandage and, like, unraveling the body until I see whatever's inside and moving him.
So yeah, as you unravel the body, immediately you see a grey object like shoots out of his body and then just like shoot behind the doorway, and then again sort of bouncing throughout the room all around you guys at a rapid, almost undetectable speed.
I think while it's bouncing around, I'm going to take this, like, unraveled bandage thing of, like, skin and flesh I have, and I'm going to try and tape it around the room like a spider web, hoping to catch it while it's bouncing around.
While it's bouncing around, I want to use Proto-Men to record it and slow down the footage, analyze it, and figure out what it is and how fast it's going, and, like, try to predict its movements using the recording.
Okay, so as you record it and sort of replay and slow down the recording, you see, quite absurdly, it appears that a paperclip is bouncing around the room here, like unfurling and then launching itself off a surface to move, and it's moving at like the speed of a bullet, basically.
Okay, the speed of a bullet. I think Proto-Men is faster than that.
As you are inspecting this, however, you kind of hear footsteps from elsewhere on this floor.
What about my flesh web?
Okay.
Can
I
you
would
try and... I have an idea. Can you try and use your webbing to, like, try and lock down its movements? And then, like I said, Proto-Men's probably faster than a bullet if Star Platinum is.
Yeah, that's my idea. My idea is, like, I spread, because I unraveled him like a bandage, like this body, and I want to string it around the room, kind of like when you TP, like, a house.
Yeah.
And my idea is it's bouncing around so much, and it's a paperclip, it might get stuck on one of these, and then Proto-Man can catch it
Yeah.
and do what he needs to do.
Okay, so I would say that's going to be like combat there then, to try and catch it.
Sure.
I think this would be a dual heat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah, okay. You both of you decide on dual heat then if you're both doing it, and I'll just roll because this is going to be like a single round here.
I'm thinking this is going to be an intercept.
What is that? Speed precision?
Durability precision. If we
I
want to
can
use
do.
my
I can.
durability, your precision.
Yeah. I probably have the better precision. You probably have the better durability.
Yeah, my durability
Okay,
is
let's go for a dodge here.
I've got a 5 in precision.
perfect.
Any advantages because of my recording?
I'll give you guys an advantage.
Yeah.
So I borked it.
Let's see what it rolls. You never know. It seems it seems to have gotten faster, if anything, as you've taken out these measures to try and catch it, as though it's like accelerating in response to them. And before long, it's not even perceptible. It's just all around the room. Like it hits a painting on the wall, the painting shatters as it sort of bounces off it. It bounces off the ceiling, the floor, everywhere. It's just almost like moving so fast. It just seems like grey lines, like a web of its own, just from because it almost seems simultaneous from the after images.
I'm going to keep analyzing the footage because there has to be... This movement can't be completely random. There has to be some logic to it.
Right. Okay, but as you're doing this, it is now doing its own thing. and it launches again, and this time it seems to be heading directly for the face of Chelsea. Specifically, from your recordings and the angle, it looks like it's aiming for her nostril.
Can I try and intercept this by using a recording of the paperclip to intercept the paperclip?
You can certainly try, yeah. And I'll give you advantage because that's pretty fucking cool. So it's going to go for its physical roll here.
I think this should be speed precision for me.
You said intercept, but you know what? I'm nice. You can do it speed and precision if you really want to.
It just makes more sense for speed and precision, I think, right?
Yeah, finesse. Then finesse is fine, yeah.
Oh, finesse, yeah.
Oh my god, it rolled the devil's number.
God damn it.
It's too fast.
Well, oh, yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah, that's 4-3. Damn it.
As you're trying to track this thing with your eyes, you suddenly feel like a slightest pressure on your face. You look down, and you can see this thing like half crawled up your nostril.
Oh, I didn't get a reaction to that?
This is your reaction. What do you do in reaction to it?
Alright, so it's up my nose already?
It's trying to get into your head, basically.
Alright, so real quick, what's its position?
It's halfway, it's like tail, for lack of a better word, sticking out your nose.
Is this where we do the thing like, aha, I knew you'd try to get into my face?
I think what I'm gonna do is... I have to think about this for a second. Okay, I think I'm going to try and do something a little wacky.
Okay, I love it.
God forbid.
I'm gonna have Ludo overlap with my body and kind of like in a Star Platinum sucks up justice scenario. I'm gonna have him a mighty exhale from the nostrils and try and like fling it out and smack it into the wall or something.
So you like when Star Platinum did Star Suck, except it's like Star Blow.
Yeah, like Star Blow my nose.
Star Blow. Expel, I would say, is probably a pretty good one for that as well.
Hell yeah.
That which is power and precision, and it's going to try and withstand, which is pluck and durability for this little boy.
You've got to be shitting me. I'm fucked.
Why are we rolling so badly? It's a paperclip.
Because fucking Dune's taking them all.
And, I'll give you advantage for your wacky plan as well, so I liked it.
Oh, thank God. Alright, I made it then. We did it.
So you managed it, and it blows out, flailing in the air. Sort of, and the fact that it's been blown out rather than leak by itself seems to make it much slower. So any attempt to catch it now, you will have advantage.
Vasilii, smack that motherfucker!
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, Vasilii's here. I can let you do something.
Sorry, that's the only reason I brought that up, not to interrupt you, but he hasn't done, like, anything this whole fight. I felt bad.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stigma. I didn't mean to steal your shit.
Sorry,
you can see
like
this.
a distance recap again with like the relative.
There's a supersonic paperclip going around, and
Yeah, it
hits
means like
Chelsea's
the
nose.
distance between things.
I just blew it out so it's like floating in the air in such a way that you can probably swipe it pretty easily or do whatever you would do.
Yeah, it's like in between the three of you at the moment.
I think he's gonna.
What
try
if we all try to go at it at once now?
Like a fucking all-out attack in Persona
Yeah.
for a paperclip.
You know what? That's fucking cool. I'll let
At
you do
this
it.
point, can you blame me for wanting to go all in with all of us? 'Cause
let me clarify. I'm not making fun of you. I just think that's a hilarious visual. Like the whole squad zooping around the room for something like the size of a thumb.
To be honest, that also like makes
Not
sense
even.
because this thing has been so fucking annoying. It'd be
It's-
like we might as well throw everything
Like
at
we're
it.
running all over the place. This is our best attack. All these slashes are forming, like cutting this tiny thing into ever so slightly tinier pieces.
Yes, absolutely. Stigma, do you mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, Stigma.
You can do your own thing if you want. That was just my suggestion.
Stigma. Yeah, you were saying something before, Stigma.
Well, I was gonna say that. I mean, do you think we can capture this thing?
That
That's
might
gonna
not be a
have
bad
to-
idea if you can like do a jar hand and then we can put it in a jar.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Vasilii's gonna like try and pinch it between his fingers the way you would like try and catch a fly.
Okay.
Yeah, like again with Star Platinum in the bullet.
Absolutely, that is a fantastic move.
My
That'll be
evil orangutan arm spirit.
I would say that's going to be an intercept then, precision and durability from yourself, Vasilii. And it's going to try and roll dodge, but with disadvantage.
Shouldn't you give Stigma an advantage?
Yeah, no, sorry, you're right.
instead?
Absolutely. Advantage there. That's my mistake, yes. You got that bad boy. So, yeah, you pluck it out of midair with your spell's fingers.
Fucking
Like,
finally.
you've got it by the tail, it's just sort of squirming, going in a tiny voice. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle. Just again and again.
I'm gonna look for some sort of jar or container we can shove it in.
There's a jar in the cupboard. What it's been used for, you don't know.
Ow. Jar it up.
Wait, if you can possess furniture, couldn't it just possess the jar?
I don't think a jar counts as furniture.
I also don't think it possesses furniture. I think something like some sort of stand is imbuing furniture, and then it becomes a mop. Otherwise, everything would be a mop in this hotel.
Like the
Okay.
fucking poltergeist.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out. You know what? That's a fair point, Vasilii. What do you think we should do? Do you want us to? I thought you wanted us to.
Yeah, bouncing against the walls in the jar, by the way. It's going.
Oh, never mind. It's jarred. Okay, we've got it in the jar. Now what do we do?
What is the Clash up to, by the way, upstairs? Like now that he's got his little man ball.
Well, since then he has navigated the acid and he's trying to head downstairs to the level where the rest of the squad is.
Okay, so as you descend the stairs, you can see like through the closed door that you've heard the sounds coming from. There seems to be a lampshade like in the middle of the hallway.
Oh no.
A
We haven't told
lampshade.
It's a tall lampshade.
Just the shade or like a lamp?
Well, the actual lamp itself, so a tall lamp.
Oh, okay. It's just in the middle. The Clash is going to like. Is this directly in the hallway, or is there like a stair?
Right in the middle.
Okay, with walls surrounding it on the left and right.
Yes. Well, walls with doors, yes.
There are doors?
The doors on.
It's like a hotel.
room. Yeah, it's a hotel. So like a hotel
Okay.
hallway.
The Clash is going to be a little hesitant of this, and he's going to go to the nearest door.
Okay, so what immediately like to your left or right here?
Yep.
Okay, as you are moving to do that, you see the lampshade like with weird flexibility in like the actual pole, like turn its head toward I say the lamp towards you. So it just face like it lowers it so you can just see the glow of the light bulb looking at you like an eye.
Almost like
The
midway
Pixar
of
lampshade almost.
Yeah, but like I have the door like halfway opened and it's
Yeah.
doing this. Okay, the Clash is going to close the door very slowly and see what happens.
As you move to close the door, the light in the light bulb intensifies and it fires a beam of pure heat towards you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to test my reflexes here and throw myself into the door.
Okay, there'll be a dodge here, and well, it's going to be doing its attack here. So its attack is going to be a strike here, so power and precision, and give me a dodge in response to your body and wit. You guys in the room, you do hear this like laser beam being fired as well.
Oh god damn it. And I rush up there.
Perfect.
This,
oh
this
my
is just
God, that's
outside.
beautiful.
So yeah, this is just outside your door, basically. So if you open the door, you're right next to the lampshade. You
Oh,
guys.
Perfect. I've killed one of these things before, so I'm pretty confident. I tell the group, crush the light bulb and it dies.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
sorry, the Clash jumps into the room next to it, avoiding the laser beam. The laser beam misses the Clash and like scours across the wall, leaving like weirdly shaped burn marks, almost like tire marks along the wall, all the way across, just like crazily painting all over the place. But yeah,
What's in the room that I'm in?
it's a ordinary hotel room. it's like I said, it's dusty. The bed in this one is intact, unlike the one they were looking at earlier. But uncomfortably, there seems to be a human corpse of a woman face down on the bed.
I tip my hat to her, and I prepare a shot, 2 shots actually, towards the lamp. I'm going to ricochet one ball, like up and down, floor to ceiling, and then as I'm doing that, like I'm gonna bounce another one behind it from the walls and try to knock its lamp out, like the light bulb directly, while it's distracted by the first shot.
So I just want to say, let's get into the whiteboard very quickly, just so I can establish like the positioning of everything here, because we've got different rooms and stuff going on right now.
Oh my goodness, yeah, give me a quick sec to flip it. Page 8.
Yeah.
And then let me swap the OBS. Okay, not showing.
So let's say the purposes of the fight. There's 4 rooms of notes. It's not. Yeah, I'll just tell you where things are.
I think I got spoiled by my in-person DM's map of like the last house we fought in.
Oh, well, I don't know. This is this is new stuff, so I don't know what you mean.
This is epic. No, never mind. I'll tell you later.
In-person DMs?
No,
Yeah, no, like conversation.
my in-person like game master for another tabletop we're playing like in real life.
Oh, okay.
And he ran a thing and he drew out these very detailed maps of the house so we could plan like exactly where to put all our traps and stuff. And it was like pretty detailed and fun.
Oh, that's what you mean by spoiled. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean
When I
Tan's
have a
lower
con-
quality.
I have a conversation with somebody. I call that an in-person DM.
No, in-person dungeon map, like he's not online.
I know.
Darnell, he's fucking.
Okay, so here's what's going on here. Here's what the layout looks right now.
I love 3D video chats.
Yes. I'm going to launch 2 shots, one to distract it and one to knock its light bulb out.
Okay, I will say, because we did start with bats and the lamp doing stuff, it might be like we have to just set the turn order here before we go any further there.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright. We're actually entering combat here.
So, Bats, Tina, and Bats will go last because he went first. So, who wants to go first, basically, like among you guys?
Jack rushed up first, so probably him.
Yeah.
And then
I'm also like, I hate to keep. I sound like that one fucking guy from the Ginyu Force, but I am also like extremely fast, so it makes sense.
And then, as much as I want Charles to go next, I think Stigma should, because we need some.
Yeah, Stigma, you need to do stuff.
We need to give you opportunities. I'm sorry, Sigma. Okay, so that's what our turtles look like.
Tina.
So she said attack the light bulb, right?
That's what she said, yes.
Yeah, I said crush the light bulb.
I am going to, you said I'm right next to it, right?
Yes, you guys open the door, you're right next to it.
I'm going to, I'm trying to think of a witty reference to a previous episode, but I'm not sure I can think of anything. But so I just project a hammer and try to smash it.
Okay.
Demiurge smash. I don't know.
I projected Demiurge and I smash it into the lamp. Yeah, that's it. No, the entire fucking car into the lamp.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Crush the light bulb, got it. Destroys entire
Roll me
hallway.
an overkill, menacing and power that shit. As it tries to dodge with bodying work.
Do I get any advantages?
Tanner,
You
I
do.
love that you said that sentence like a stare at. You were like, menacing and power that shit.
My name's a Star Room.
That's the only quote, because Tan is like 5 hours in.
3.
This is a Starian quote.
So God appears.
Demiurge?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, the time room.
Wow, oh my god, you heard it here. Tan worships the Demiurge. He wants us trapped in the material plane
What can I
forever.
tell you? I'm mesmerized by the beauty of this cage. So Demiurge appears in midair, but the snake lampshade thing sort of squirms out of the way before it lands, Demiurge goes, "Oh, I
What?
returned to
But
life."
wait, but I won the roll.
Did you?
Yeah, you gave me an
You got
advantage.
advantage. That's exactly. Sorry, my fault. So it
That's right.
lands
The
on
timer, the timer
Then they
is
come back.
reading you now.
Now we have a new Tanoni.
Time
So,
Roaches are
Demi-
fucking overtime today.
The shadow of the Demiurge appears above the lampshade, lands on it. Sort of, you hear like a crack of something that might be bone or an equivalent as they land on its tail, doing some damage. It doesn't seem to quite crush the lampshade, the light bulb itself. That seems to have withstood it. But you hear Demiurge going, "Ah, I am returned to life. This is
I mute the
fantastic."
recording. I mute it.
It's like, "This is fantastic. I just want to ask how long do these projections last?"
As long as I want them to, but I do mute this recording.
Finally, the possibility to say goodbye to my. He gets muted there.
The like headlights are still blinking as though he's talking.
In Morse code. Anyone here know Morse code?
I probably do.
I 100%
Dot,
do.
line, dash, dash.
So this is what it says. It says, "I love my friends."
Aww, guys, maybe we should fix Demiurge.
No.
Oh, he's gone. He's dead.
He's a car. You can rebuild it.
It won't be the
Yeah,
same.
He was a car made of a spirit, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember how her stand works by, like, using ghosts or shit?
All we
If
gotta
you
do is
rebuild-
get Kay to put a new spirit in a new car. Easy.
That's not gonna be a
Well,
different
you know,
Demiurge, then!
Darnell, if you rebuild the car with a different spirit, it's not the same car.
We'll give it a new name. We'll call it Gabriel.
So you just made a new car at that point.
Yeah.
It defeats the purpose of the exercise.
The purpose of the exercise is to have a talking car in our fucking Cold War spy campaign, Tan.
Wow, over 60 seconds you abandoned your friend Demiurge so easily.
My friend, we killed him immediately because we thought he was a fake god, but Gabriel, he's his own entity.
I mean, we killed him because we hated him.
Yeah.
He gave his life for the cause.
Unlike God, who we very much loved.
Who's God again? Who's God again? I genuinely don't remember.
You weren't there, but like after in Havoc Moon, we got a talking car named God. That's what Demiurge was a reference to.
Oh, okay.
And we could like give him. I came up with this bullshit thing, Tana Prove, where we could like get points and like upgrade him, and all we ever used the points for was to buy stupid shit, like him thinking that Stigma was his master.
Didn't we get like a Mario Kart oil slick upgrade too?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Nobody
if
ever
we
used it.
Yeah. It was also not a car we purchased or made. We straight up stole it at like
We
a rich
stole
person
it.
auction.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, I don't think any of you could have made a car to begin with, so...
Okay, but yes, you have inflicted damage upon the Tinana. Tinana.
You're like the Tinana people.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is that good?
Yeah, why not? It's the one that's given us the most trouble, so it's the strongest, right?
Okay. So, yeah, as it's sort of wiggling out from the recording fire, it sort of swerves around. It's still firing off that laser, sort of like making tire scorch marks along the walls, and swings it around in the direction of you, driver, and trying to like slice you in half almost with it, or like at least slice across your chest with it. So it's going to be going for a strike. With this.
Can I want to use, what I want to do is, use Proto-Men to create, like, a copy of myself, and, like, as I'm dodging, the copy dodges in one direction, and I dodge in another.
I'd say it's probably bamboozle then.
Yeah. What is that? Menacing
That's
and...
Wit.
Okay. Any advantages?
I would not say in this case, no.
Alright. Fair enough.
That's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, if I'm not mistaken. That's yeah,
Yep.
so they're both dodging in different directions. You do that, but unfortunately you were not quite prepared for this destructive range here. It just swipes across both of you, the copy and yourself, and a big scorch mark is burned across your chest here as you take a hit.
Shit.
and you sort of hit the wall as well, to the horror of your companions. Which brings it to Vasilii's turn.
Vasilii.
Vasilii, sorry.
Vasilii.
So the source that must be destroyed is still the light bulb.
Yeah. As it's sort of taking notice of you, so by the way, as you're considering your next move, this is just for flavour, is like the lampshade, you know, like in Jurassic Park, there's Dilophosaurus with the fucking fret display was like shaking the what, I can't think of the name, the frills. Yeah, it does that. It goes like shaking that lampshade.
I was picturing like the lizard from Holes.
I know what you're talking about, where like the flap, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
display.
Exactly, that's exactly what it's doing.
Wait, what? The floor is made out of wood, yeah?
It is.
Okay. What's the ceiling made out of?
I feel like if you tried to de-evolve wood, it would just be more wood.
More ancient wood. I don't know. Well, it's standard building materials, because of course I know what the ceiling is made from in hotels.
Wood was stronger in the old days.
I'm not sure it was.
We used to be a real country.
We used to have real wood.
It's that tough BC wood.
Are you saying that the roof? I mean, the ceiling is a bunch of like composite.
Yeah. Not out of the ordinary, at least. What do we expect to find?
Okay. And how distant is the lampshade from Vasilii right now?
Well, as you approach the graph, you can see that you're in that room, so it's not very distant at all. You could probably get further by going into the bathroom if you wanted some more distance. Bathroom is like, let's say, here. But in terms of distance, that would more get you out of its sight rather than get you further away.
Okay. And sorry, what's Chelsea up to again?
Yeah, Chelsea is. I believe she was kneeling and pointing the gun at it.
So she's still in the other room.
She's in the same room as you. You're all in the same room, Driver, you, and Chelsea. The only one in a different room is the Clash.
Okay. I think Vasilii's gonna try and.
I just realized I should have used Demiurge as a shield.
I think Vasilii's gonna try and smack the floor with fit into you, and obviously wood will only devolve further back into wood, but it won't be in such a flat symmetrical pattern. Maybe whatever pops up will be a bit wilder, a bit looser, and he'll grab onto what brings up and try and smack the light bulb like he's wielding a large club.
Okay, what? I'm a bit confused. So you're turning the wood into less even older wood, and then where does the club come in? Sorry.
Well,
he's trying to loosen a floor. He's trying to loosen a
Okay.
floorboard and use it as a weapon.
It's
not
okay.
just like the effect; it's also like the force behind it, meant to crack it a bit.
Okay, so like make its movement because it is like a slithering snake. You're restricting its movement a little more with that as well. Okay, I would say roll for a strike on that, and I'll give you advantage for the movement restriction you've imposed there. As you all see, like the floor beneath your feet become more gnarled and ancient looking, and like some branches even sort of poking out from the wooden mass beneath you.
What strike again? Is it like power?
Strike is power and precision there.
Okay.
And as you're coming in, it's going to try and counter like it. So it's accepting your hit, and it's going to try and just blast you directly as you hit it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you do smack it, sort of hit across the head, sort of dazing it, sending it sort of like staggering down to the floor. But as it does, it fires off a brief beam as well, and it strikes you in the center of the chest and sends you flying backwards. So both Tinana and Vasilii take some damage there. And with that, it is now Tinana's turn once more. So it seems to understand on some analytic level that the things in this room where Vasilii, Chelsea, and Driver are the most dangerous to it, the greatest threat. So as it sort of rears back, it's firing off another beam, but this time aimed towards the doorway, the ceiling almost, to try and like collapse the ceiling on you guys and block you off.
Chelsea, is it finally time for our bone shield to work?
Bone shield? Bone shield?
Let's... No, not cut to the chase, because it's not close. Let's close this case. Bone shield!
How did our bone shield... It was like, I make a half one and you project the other half. Bone
Yeah.
shield, go! We do like a little magical girl dance.
Absolutely.
Magical girl Chelsea?
One day we should just like do like the Dragon Ball Fusion dance.
Yeah, we're doing like fucking Devil May Cry poses at each other as it all comes together.
But yeah, I'll roll precision, you roll
Durability.
whatever else.
Can I roll durability, Tan? Would you forgive me if
Sure.
I did that?
I'm rolling precision to replicate it. She's rolling durability for the,
No
defense.
problem. Okay, and it's going to be rolling its usual attack roll.
Any
here to try-
advantages?
I'll give you an advantage for your coolness, yeah.
Okay.
3 for me.
So that
1, 2,
is
5, 6, 7.
You have 4,
Yeah.
I have 3, so that's 7.
It's very unlikely it's going to beat this, but let's roll anyway. Yeah, so you managed to create the shield, blocking the blow entirely and preventing the ceiling from being caved in on you guys. It sort of just it keeps blazing away at the shield for seconds, though, trying to overpower it, but your shield is firm. Just like your bonds of friendship, I assume.
I look over at Chelsea and I'm like, thank God this finally worked. We've been trying to get this off forever.
I'm so glad it was against a worthy adversary such as a live lamp.
I sigh as she points that out.
It is, to be fair, it is firing like repulsor beams.
Yeah, but also we've already killed one of these in one hit. Which
That
means
was its son.
That means it would be. Oh my god, that's dark. All right, so is it my turn?
It is your turn now.
So I think what I'm gonna do, because we already have the shield up, right?
By the way, I don't want to say it's still like trying to burn through that shield, so it is distracted. I'll give you an advantage on your roll here.
Alright.
as a
You
result.
can pass back the dual heat by having us do a combo attack here.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking, right, is you and me, we like roll the ball together and crush it under our bone ball.
Oh yeah, that's fun. We're playing like Super Monkey Ball
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
And Vasilii can be the monkey.
He's gonna be in the ball, like running around in it.
No, that was just a joke.
Let's do it.
Uh,
Let's pass it back. Let's do
yeah.
the roll. Oh man.
I should probably roll precision
What would
again.
that be, Tan?
So you're creating a ball and rolling it.
So we already have a bone ball. That's our shield. Is we just make two halves of a sphere, and now while we have it up, we want to roll into this thing and crush it with our bone ball.
Actually, maybe it should be speed for me, but
I'd say
it's the same
overkill,
stat.
to be honest. So one of you roll one of the menacing and power.
I have 5
I've got-
power.
I have 4 menacing.
Perfect. Let's do it.
And it is gonna try and dodge.
Any advantages?
He gave us 1 for trickery.
Oh, okay.
Alright. That's 3 for me.
Yes,
2
it's
for
a
me.
5 in all. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's trying to squirm out the way and leap away, but the Tina now has
Me
T
and,
that's last
me and
time.
Chelsea start running like hamsters in a ball.
Yeah.
yeah.
It is T that's last Nana, and it's gruesomely crushed. Like, the projection part of it is like, I understand, half like transparent, so you can see it get like squished underneath and disintegrate into fine pebbles.
We in the 70s are the first people to experience something similar to VR.
I
Chelsea, you start to conceive of something called an NFT.
No,
No!
I rolled to not do that.
Roll to banish that demon.
Yeah.
Like fucking Eldritch. Fucking
I
I
feel
love how
like
you
in
single-handedly made Chelsea an evil character in the eyes of everyone.
Bro, she fucking kills people.
Yeah, but I think the NFT
Oh,
thing.
wow,
what
that's fucking heinous. Us killing people. Can you imagine?
Don't you torture someone on your first session?
Didn't I what?
No.
I'm talking to that.
No.
Oops.
Didn't
But
Chelsea like just bully Poindexter and what's that
No,
guy's
she
name?
she has killed people that didn't technically need to be killed, but they were all like bad people. They just could have given
Yeah.
us more info.
So that's okay. Yeah, that makes it all right.
Yeah. And
But yeah, I hold up a hand to high five Chelsea.
I high five him back.
Oh yeah.
I go, wow, we should do that against the better angels. I think this technique could be the finisher. That's what we were missing last time on the beach.
You might be right.
Just steamroll them all. They're like, impossible. How do we break the impenetrable defense of the bone shields? They're like firing the cardboard laser. It's like, I can't get through.
I actually have an idea for the next time we do this technique. If I could, like, use the projection to, like, layer it over itself, we could get extra layers of defense.
Hell yeah. We just keep stacking it until it's like 8 layers of shell.
This conversation is entirely in character.
Yeah,
by the
we're
way.
getting really excited about this.
So is that all? Is that all the stand users here?
Well,
It seems like you are safe for the time being. There's nothing else poking its
I
head
thought,
out.
what was that name? Micah Jag was here? Did we not see him?
guys, can we
You
take
don't
a
seem
long
to have been
rest and out of
counted
spell
now.
slots?
There is another roll for intelligence. My friend driver.
What is
Let's see
that?
if we can
Wit
get-
and reason?
That is correct. Yes, wit and reason. Let's see if we can get free.
No advantages?
No advantages.
Oh,
You don't even get to roll. That's how little advantage you get. They don't even tell you what you got.
got a 3.
Yeah. So out the corner of your eye, you do see a white flash, another like camera click noise.
Remind me, what did that signify?
You don't know what it
We just
signifies.
we just knew it happened one other time when we were coming upstairs, and we don't know where it came from or what it does.
I immediately, summon Protoman and like fire a shot towards the flash.
So you fire a shot toward a flash, and it seems when it hits, that is just a corner of the room. There's nothing there. So you just like hit the wall.
Shit. I think Micah Jag's watching us.
I still have the camera we took a picture of the building with originally, right?
Yeah.
I want to take a picture where the flash came from and see if anything shows up in the photo.
It does not. It's the room you're in currently.
Did I see anything in my like recording of it?
You did not.
Bats,
If you replay the recording, you just see a flash of light.
Bat/Clash, you've got the guy, right?
I take him out of my ball hat and I turn him in.
You know-
I don't turn him out. I just
You notice there's like smoke rising off the ball.
If we
This is
if we
serious.
haven't run
What
into Mike and
happened there? I point at that and speaking to Clash.
I think
Snail.
Billy sees it and he says, "World-class cauterization."
thank you, Vasilii. And the Clash takes a little bow.
If we haven't run into Micah Jag, I say we count our blessings and leave. We have the target. We haven't found any other intelligence of value in this hotel, and it's dangerous. So we should.
I don't like leaving loose ends, but it's pretty evident we're not gonna find him and he's not gonna show himself.
At the
so
very least, maybe if we want to fight him, we should bait him out of this building because there's all kinds of untold fucky furniture guys.
yeah,
Maybe we try and
we're
move
we're at a disadvantage here. You're right.
I'd recommend against staying, considering my friend here is very injured. I tried my best, and he'll be okay as long as he's like this, but the quicker we could get him back to headquarters, the better.
All right, let's go, guys.
However, do you think we should take a more unconventional escape route?
Do you want us to like jump
Why?
off the roof or something?
Well, if Micah Jag's here,
You do have a flying bike. If we with enough sidecars, if we're all in ball form, I guess we could. But also like, I don't know, because like if Micah Jag's here, I'm somewhat with Driver in that if we can find him, we should fight him. I just don't want to fight him in this building because I feel like he has a massive advantage here. Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Here.
if we can lure him to another part of the city, potentially, while we drop the
Yeah, but
ball
I
off.
think I don't think he'd be dumb enough to follow us. Is the thing. It's pretty clear that if he wants to fight us, he's gonna try and do it on his own terms.
Right, which is why I wouldn't stick around.
Yeah.
And
We could try. Well, here's the thing, because I feel like every time we've encountered these mysterious enemies, it seems they always have the jump on us. They have info we don't. They always have an advantage. But maybe it's time we flip the tables. What if we try and set up some traps and see if we can't flip the script and catch him for once off guard?
We probably shouldn't discuss this here, but yes.
Do we want to do that instead of fleeing? Do we want to like try and set up this whole hallway with like bullshit?
Well, again, I don't think he's going to stick around. He might already be gone with like after that flash.
All right.
if my memory serves me correct, we fought him 3 or 4 times before, and those 3 or 4 times, quite frankly, we got our asses handed to us.
First time we fought him, he ran away from me. Second time we fought him, he also ran away from Jack. Third time we fought him...
I think you're confusing him with the Hammond guy.
Okay. First time we fought him, he ran away from me.
Yeah, I kicked the Hamon guy's ass.
Was he even at the boat fight, Micah Jag?
Micah Jag was not in attendance there.
Okay,
no.
so we fought him once, and he ran away from me. But he tried to act like he was cool for doing it. He was like,
I always forget that.
And then he fucked
I fucking destroyed him in my fight against me.
You know, I always forget that Micah Jag is Morbius and not Hammon guy. Hammon guy is actually, like, scary. Micah Jag has...
Oh, he's not scary to me. I'm excited to fight him again.
He's your Shonen rival.
The scariest one to me is the vampire who can heal herself with a kaiju that also can, like, turn you into cardboard.
I've also, like, canonically established that I recorded that entire fight, and I've been studying his movements for the next fight.
Honestly, if it's 4-on-1, I think it's a good idea if we stick around and try to beat Micah Jag, but we have to do it like smartly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's lay some traps.
Maybe.
Let's maybe try and
vote
bait him.
we fight him some other time.
I might just
I would also like to say again, I don't think he's still here.
I might just be over.
I think that flash was supposed to signify that he was observing us and then he left.
The Black is going to put a hand to his face, and he's going to go, although taking a hostage that's one of the better angels might prove to be useful. Because we could just turn him into balls.
Again, all of this is assuming he's still here, which I don't think he is.
I might just be thinking too much because I'm a hunter game, but like being able to set up traps and like catch an opponent and like use the advantage of like setting up a forefight, I think we could take him. And my logic is if we spend the time doing it and he's here, it'll pay off. And if he did already leave, we just waste a couple hours. The guy's already a ball. It's not like he's continuously bleeding out.
You're on like fucking Scooby-Doo shit with all these guys. We gotta set up traps.
You have no idea how hard we went on the traps, and it paid off, and it was so satisfying. So satisfying.
I'm with
you. You are in the hallway for a Scooby-Doo episode as well. To be honest.
We have a map that we can lay them out on and draw on. So let me get the map open. We
I just mean that you could run like you could do the Scooby-Doo hallway run.
That's. All right, so hear me out.
You know where you go through different doors.
So we could set up. Where's the stairs, Tan?
Stairs are on either side end of the hallway.
Well, these are the ones we came up, right? And then the ones that go up are on the bottom part.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking...
He's taking over my body. He's writing in my name.
Set up like a bone, like bear trap, maybe, like right here. Try and catch him. I'm thinking maybe we can steal like a Hierophant green, and we can have like a bunch of like flesh or bone web things to like detect movements on the first floor. Yada yada. Go down here, and then maybe you can project something. Like, what do you have in your project repertoire still?
That depends on whatever I remember at this point.
All right, so we know that
I don't think I've ever written anything out, but if we can remember any references to older episodes or just like general shit that makes sense, I'd imagine he has it.
We mentioned your projections are light, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I'm thinking is these are all hotel rooms, so they probably have mirrors, like at least bathroom mirrors. So maybe we can set up mirrors and like hit him before he ever even sees you with like some bullshit like reflection jutsu.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
So
Cam, would you let me do that? Like you know, when you like, because Proto Man's headlights work like a projector, so it could just be like I project the light off of the mirror to like try and bounce it off like that.
like,
Does that make sense, Tan?
Yeah, sure.
So like say this is the door, right? We're like on either side of the door, and someone can hold out a mirror, and we put bear trap maybe up a little, steps in whatever trap. It doesn't have to be a bear trap. He gets immobilized for a moment while the mirror's held out. Then you can hit him with fucking demiurge.
This is
or whatever
the
you've
most
got.
fitting music.
Like you can hit him with demiurge or like your biggest projection. And the idea is, I know mechanically it probably wouldn't work that we smash him in one hit, but maybe we at least start the fight with some big damage on him.
As Chelsea is like trying to strategize, she sees Vasilii having fallen asleep in a chair.
Good night, sweet prince.
You gotta be careful, that show could be like Boogie Woogie or something.
So yeah, we don't have to do anything complicated like set up a million Home Alone traps, but I think some sort of trap to immobilize him in a position where, with a mirror where he can't see you, you can attack him with a projection, I think is a great...
We're like literally doing the make him come to me from part 8.
Yeah, why not? I'm not trying to make anyone fall asleep. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, Stigma. I just think this is like a...
I think Stigma was just making a joke because,
okay.
like, Vasilii isn't the brightest of minds.
You gonna take that, Stigma?
And then maybe...
I was insulting Stigma.
Kind of bored.
So I'm thinking maybe this is a 3-part
Sorry,
plan.
what was that, Stigma? I didn't hear you.
I said I am out of character bored.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So 3-part plan is immobilize, you hit him with something big like a car, and that does a lot of damage, maybe stuns him, and if he's like stunned for a second, then before he can react, maybe bats can get off a ball, turn him into a ball, and then bada bing bada boom.
Let's kill him with hammers.
I think Stigma... I think Vasilii wants to go home, and I point to him.
Yeah, honest to God, we don't know if he's here. Let's just try to exit the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the egg in the building.
Me and Chelsea were so excited for this, but he probably is just gone.
Fucking Scooby-Doo pilled over here.
I don't think... I know this is going to sound crazy, but I don't think it's terrible in a tabletop to try and think outside the box for comedy.
But yeah,
No, I'm on
I'm
board with you. I'm on board with
I'm
you.
on
It's just
board.
that this probably isn't going to go
Yeah.
anywhere. So.
I think the problem is that he's not in the fucking building, and we're not being forced into an encounter with him. If this was still combat, then it would make sense, but...
Would it be narratively satisfying to take him out at this point?
I think so. Because he's only one of many, and he seems like one of the not as important members since he's like the first guy we met.
If anything, I think he's the guy that we should look to if we're going to take a hostage.
Yeah.
'Cause next time we see him, there's 4 of us. We can easily get the jump on him.
Yeah.
It's just not in a fucking hotel with living mops and...
I mean, as long as I get to solo the hormone guy again, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's your rival.
Yeah. I have
I don't
gigs.
I don't think Bats has a rival. I think we've established that everybody...
Hannah, give Bats a rival.
I think,
Suddenly, birds shows up.
No. What if JoJo Lion goes evil and that's right?
He's a fucking...
JoJo Lion was a fucking mole the whole
He's
time.
a mole.
You're
I'm
no
sorry,
lion.
I am Dio Lion.
No wonder they knew where our headquarters in. We just took them in without thinking.
That is true.
But yeah, no, it's a possibility.
Right, okay, but if you do choose to leave, you can leave the hotel. It seems uninterrupted, without any obstacles. It seems even like the creepy sort of ambient noise you hear before, the creaks and cracks. It just seems very silent, almost like the hotel is something that's been like turned off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to leave. Tan, remind me, did we meet with anybody beforehand to give us this mission? I think we did. But...
You got an envelope from a contact there, yes.
Right. The Russian guy. Okay, so do we have anybody in the city that we can report to or go back?
In your instructions, it says if you do manage to secure the guy, You have to take him to a park, basically, where you'll hand him off to a contact you know well. It's Agent M. What could it stand for?
I think you already told us it was Masterson.
It's Masterson.
Oh yes, Master.
So what park are we going to?
It's
Paisley Park.
August Haven Park.
I'm gonna look that up, and if it's not on an American map, you're a hack. Just
Well,
kidding, I don't
it's alternate history. It was found. It was a park that's like after they made Lee. You see, So it's like-
after they found Lee, Americans got crazy with park names.
yeah.
August Haven?
Yeah,
Did your name?
Yeah.
You know, when you need shelter from the month of August.
I
Dude,
kind
that's
of
like a-
love
that's-
that as a name though. That like
That's a
could-
badass. Yeah, we're
that could be a JoJo location. So I think Tan should get a pass.
In
I
fact,
think-
it's not-
Tan,
I
you
think
get
opposite
August
is
Haven
Hodge.
pass.
I'll
in
give him
fact,
an
it's Kino.
We give
So-
Tan an advantage. Did you say?
Yeah, we get a disadvantage on all of our next turns.
He can just give his enemies advantage whenever he wants to.
I
He
don't
just
think any
doesn't do
enemy
that.
have
I'm too
gotten an
honest.
Yeah.
advantage. Yeah, well,
There was during my fight, my rival had to get an advantage.
There's something
First of all,
hilarious.
because he did something cool. Second of all, because I was kicking his ass. I'm pretty sure Tan was worried.
There's something
I just wanted
hilarious
to
about
be
the
a cool.
idea of like.
I wanted to be an engaging fight.
I
didn't
like
want to
the
be
idea
on
of the
one-sided.
DM like describing something the enemy does. He's like, "It's badass." I give him a badass.
I think I actually did say that.
It's so good. No, don't be ashamed of it. You give us a lot of advantages. Don't be afraid to give enemies more advantages.
Yeah, the enemies should get advantages too. Is the thing.
Okay,
So-
thank you. It's
Tan
I'm
is
getting
so
tutorials,
conservative
like,
both way around.
It's like I unlocked. It's like I just unlocked enemy advantages. Like
Tan-
pops on the screen, like you can now use enemy advantage.
We're fucking teaching Tan how to DM.
I
Like
know.
mid-session, mid-recording.
Dude, I played D&D with this man for like a half a year, and I still had he couldn't figure out any of his spells beyond Smite. It's insane.
that's okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There was literally the time where I was like, I made a village of like people who had a disease, and he had an ability to cure disease. I'm like, oh, he'll get to use magic, and he was like, well, I guess we don't know what to do here.
I'm sorry, that vote is too stupid.
I think Tan might be better suited to playing martial characters at this point.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Wait, did you remember that time Tan was like a warlock and we were in like this crypt and got soloed by like a skeleton from full HP?
We were fighting 3 skeletons and they absolutely destroyed us.
No, he lost one-on-one Tan.
Oh yeah, he did
I
lose.
remember this vividly.
I remember when Tan drank the magic.
And then the
He's
bard,
drinking the truth
and then
liquid
the
to the
fucking
grave.
bard and the paladin used an unholy sword to bring him back to life. If I'd known that at the time, I would have suggested that your paladin had fucking fallen, Stigma. I'm sorry.
Hey, they were a nature paladin, not some churchy.
Okay, but we do have to continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
So yeah, if you're going to the park to make the drop off here of your
Sure.
ballman. So it's night time at the park. There's mostly like some homeless people, like a security guard who like making the rounds with his torch. And on a bench, like in the middle of the park, you can see a man in a big bulky trench coat, a very familiar looking man with big sunglasses. It seems he's in disguise. Ha! Is that who do I spy over there? Could it be?
Sunglasses at night.
This
Is this Chelsea's rival?
Yes.
It's to conceal my eyes.
My rival is everybody at Good Trouble. At all times.
You made enemies of them all.
Pretty much, except for Doc Lamar.
I
Even
just
then,
fucking-
I almost fucked that up.
Hostile workplace.
Tan, I genuinely want you to make it so that like Masterson is Lamar's best friend.
I think he actually is. I think they're close.
No.
I think Lamar said
They
they're
would
close.
never. They would never.
It's like,
But they're
please,
like
no.
they'd be such a good duo. Like, you know, the really smart guy and the really dumb guy. It's like Pinky and the Brain.
So, do you have? And he looks around before putting hands on the package.
How did you get this job, Masterson?
Haha! Through my wit and my accomplishments.
It was nepotism, wasn't it?
No, I have no relatives.
My papa. Oh,
I-
wait, really?
Wait, what?
Haha! I am an orphan.
Oh my god, Masterson. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
You never asked.
Well, I don't really know how I would broach that subject, but how did Good Trouble end up finding you?
Well, that's a long story and not terribly relevant.
Okay, well, I'd love to hear it sometime.
I'm afraid I
sure
have
you'll
to
the
agree.
This cannot be the
friend
thing
here.
that gets you to warm up to him.
It can.
It's so easy.
The Clash steps forward. I'm afraid I have to agree with our friend here, and he takes his hat off and handles the ball, the smoking acid ball, to Masterson.
Why is there smoke in him?
Apparently, he
wounded.
fucked up a wound, so...
I see.
Attempted cauterization, but not everything
Oh,
goes.
that's always a nasty one. I myself have had many attempted cauterizations.
What?
None
He
worked.
should be treatable, but if he's going to remain in ball form, I am going to have to go with you, Masterson. My range is not what it used to be.
Well, I have a... he looks around. An ambulance. It's not a real ambulance, you understand. Ready to transport him to an off-site facility. So if you could turn him out of ball form, we can actually treat him. We've got guys to treat him.
Where's the ambulance?
It's by the curb over there. Look! He points. There's an ambulance.
Is there an ambulance?
There is.
I think that's what
Okay.
Han just said, yeah.
I reluctantly turn him out of ball form. This poor
He's
guy.
fucked. Well,
I don't see any burn wounds. Where's the cauterization?
actually, the wound was from acid, so you could possibly mistake that as being the attempted cauterization. It's like, oh yeah, I can see burns.
His wound is like half
I don't
rubber.
think acid wounds look the same as burn wounds, but I'll have to
Okay.
look that up.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I'm not googling
Yeah.
that. Well, I'll go get this taken care of before he dies. It's been a pleasure working with you all.
I also
Bye.
Vasilii
Oh,
shakes
take,
Masterson's hand. Is it a firm handshake or not?
It is.
take care, Masterson. Be careful.
Oh, I will.
I just look at Chelsea with the most incredulous expression.
Well, to explain, I think my logic is hearing that she can empathize a little because she also lost her parents when she was young. She wasn't quite like an orphan from the start, but she lost both her parents when she was pretty young.
Right, and he drives off in his ambulance. He goes as it takes off into the night. And with that, your mission is complete. You're still to be stationed until after the inauguration, but the rest of the night, it would seem, is yours. You've got a hotel room that you can go back to if you want, or if you want to spend the night on the town. It's up to you, really, what you want to do at this point.
So the mission.
Hey,
the
Chelsea,
mission...
wanna? Oh,
Yep.
go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you want to play ping pong in the rec room. Ping pong.
Sure, I was just gonna go to the bar since our mission's over, but that sounds fun.
We can play ping pong in the bar.
Let's do it. As we're playing ping pong,
It turns into a stand battle, like the fucking roach fight in Part 8.
I was
No,
gonna
the
initiate-
beetle fight.
I was gonna.
Beetle, yes, thank you.
Are you interested in doing some like dialogue roleplay stuff, Jack, or do we just want?
Yeah, sure.
So I was gonna bring up. So I don't know if you mentioned this before. Forgive me, but how exactly did you end up working for Good Trouble again? I know you mentioned you did small stuff, deliveries, and I know from our time on the rig you mentioned briefly working with the Mafia, but like, how did you come into our little team? It's specifically our division.
Well, the thing is, I think I mentioned this before, but I am more of a part-timer. My main job is still as a courier. During some of my deliveries, I encountered... Well, of course, you of course are familiar with the fact that the supernatural attracts the supernatural. Stand users attract each other.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into a lot of shit over my deliveries all across America. And eventually someone from Good Trouble approached me. My stand is apparently unusually fast, even by unusually fast stand.
Stand dash erds.
Standards, yeah. And they thought that, given my history with deliveries and respectable discretion, They figured I would make good for, special operations. More specifically, like getting intel. And there is also the fact that how my stand functions, being able to record stuff, and is just like a really good thing to have for an intelligence division. Especially in like the detail I can do it with.
Right.
Sorry, what was that?
No, I was gonna say I can't deny how extremely useful your ability's been. Do you happen to remember the name of the contact who reached out to you?
Pan.
The name of the contact who reached out to you?
Yeah.
Chelsea. 1 second.
Do you want me to make up a name?
No, hold on. I'm gonna DM you.
Let me get my phone out. So I don't spoil the audience. Sorry, I had it charging. Oh no! Oh! Oh.
Pan, what should I say?
Don't worry, you'll know in a second.
I'm trying
Information
to
must be
remember.
released.
I don't know if I officially declared it, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Well, if you remember, now that you think back, it's a name that rings a little bit familiar, even more so now, Driver. It was a Hank Dagger, the contact.
Oh, shit. I say loudly. In fact, I lose a point because, as I realize that, I just sort of like freeze up and the ball goes past me.
Hey,
By the
what's
way,
wrong?
Vasilii and the Clash are also here, is that right?
The Clash is in the back. He's cradling the bat's rat thing in his arms again, nursing it.
The abomination.
Wait, does this mean, by the way, that Driver's been here the longest?
It would appear so.
I just sort of like briefly close my eyes, and that I look her in the eyes and I say, his name was Hank Dagger.
Oh.
I didn't know. It only just occurred to me that he would have been,
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have told. I guess I should have remembered sooner.
No. I mean, if he was the one, it would have been more than 5 years ago. I don't blame you for not thinking about that. That's just...
I don't think I worked too closely with him, but he seemed like a good guy.
He was a good guy. I miss him every day if I think about it too much.
Yeah.
But
didn't mean for that to get dark.
Well, that's the thing about life, is you never know. I've learned through time and time again that you never really know how long you have with someone, which is why every moment you can spend with them, you gotta make it count.
I guess so. I've never really had anyone that I was especially close with.
Oh, come on. I know that you like our little group, and I swear I feel like you've got something going on with Kay. I can sense
maybe a little something, but I sort of briefly look up the ceiling. I don't know. I guess my entire life I felt like I've just been drifting from one place or another, just never really getting attached to anything. It's true that I do feel like maybe I do feel like I'm getting closer to this group, but for the longest time, I've just been trying to find meaning in the world around me, but it's like I'm looking through a glass pane. I only really feel alive when I'm behind the wheel, when the wind's blowing through my hair and I'm tearing through the streets. For the most part, I'm just sort of drifting.
No, there's nothing wrong with drifting, exploring, experiencing freedom, doing whatever your heart brings you to do, but if you ever do need a place to rest your laurels, so to speak, I mean, when all this is said and done, you're always welcome to stop by.
Yeah, I know.
There'll be a bed waiting for you.
Whew. Once again, that deck got dark. Let's get back to ping pong.
Yeah, I'm not going to count that point you lost, but if you freeze up on me again, I will count that in the future.
So as they resume their fun ping pong game, Vasilii, where are you sitting in the bar right now?
I think he's having. Let's say it's more of his third drink by this point. Musing
Oh,
on
good.
his time at
So
the bubble.
Are you like at the actual bar itself then drinking?
Yes, I'm assuming that's where the bottles
I
are.
have a quick Vasilii-related question. Can Vasilii get, like, a modern, like, bottle of wine and evolve it into, like, vintage wine?
Oh my god. Wait, no, that'd be more aging it than it would be.
Yeah, you'd make it
like-
shittier, wouldn't you?
That's more of a into dust ability of it.
Like when you make it shittier, if you try to like develop
Yeah, 'cause
wine.
I think
Yeah.
if you tried to de-age it, you just turn it into pure alcohol, then you drink it and die.
Finally, Everclear.
So
I'm
as you're-
drinking pure gasoline right now.
Slurp, slurp.
So as you're drinking at the bar, the bartender comes up to you, Vasilii. Hey, you Vasilii.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
not. Who's asking?
Phone for you. Someone asking for Vasilii. I don't know.
Who's it from?
I don't know. It says it's a Mr. Neil. I don't know who that is.
Neil.
Neil Armstrong?
Put him on the line.
What? Here's the phone if you want it. He holds out the phone.
It's me.
You hear Neil's voice. Vasilii?
Sir? You sound a bit panicked.
Is everyone else with you?
Close, but not with me. Why?
You burned, all of you.
Our cover is blown?
All of you. I don't know what's going on. They got Masterson somehow. They snatched him before he got out of the city. The authorities, they think you're behind the assassination. They're coming for you right now.
What
Wait, what-
assassination?
Did the assassination already happen?
They think you were planning it. There's been photos of you sent to the Secret Service. There's been an inspection. Apparently, like, there are corpses in some hotels and spheres taken out of it. Tire marks across the walls, like proto-men.
Is the president still alive?
He's safe, but you need to get out there because they are coming for you right now.
I'm insulted. If I wanted to assassinate someone, I would use someone else's shit to frame them.
Listen, I don't know what's going on, but there's going to be police, there's going to be Secret Service. They know where you are right now. You got.
Hold on.
Cuts
You
off.
said... Oh, God. Wait. I try to reach him because there's a panic rising in her chest that if we're burned, she doesn't know if that extends to her son, and she's freaking the fuck out.
The line's been cut off. It's a dead line.
I can't... oh, right. Cell phones aren't a thing. Fuck. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. We need to get back to HQ right
I
now.
want you all to do something. Can you all roll me an intelligence check?
Sure.
Alright. Reason and wit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm decently good at those. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
Thanks for taking all our successes, Bats, again.
You're so fucking stupid.
The clash barely makes out imperceptible sounds of footsteps outside the door, like creaking at the outside the front door of the bar, and an almost barely below a whisper, like motion to move in. And the second you have that instant warning, the door bursts in as a SWAT team begins to breach the bar, and we cut to black.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That all moved so fast. Oh my goodness. What about my son? My baby boy! He's only 9. I'm
Well,
freaking out.
Will the team escape from Washington, D.C.? What about her baby boy? Find out next time.
Tan
Got a
honey.
point.
It's a shame the SWAT came right now, otherwise I would have just said Vasilii should turn us all into rats until we're safe.
You know, Tan, I think for noticing that and getting the jump on it, I think that I should have an option to react here when we open next session.
Absolutely. I'll note that
Yeah,
down.
we just have to actually remember that you have that.
I will remember it.
You literally siphoning all of our successes. You
Sorry, I fucking.
How do I not get one success on 9 dice?
Listen, man, I read the rule book and I didn't min max my character. I just I went
there.
I think I just looked at which ones were most likely to be useful, and I put the highest amount of dice pool possible in there.
That's min-maxing.
Also, that's not what we're talking about. Just how you always roll the most successes, no matter how few you pull.
Because I'm always rolling 9 dice.
What?
What?
Because I'm always at minimum rolling 9 dice.
You rolled 6 dice and got like.
Okay, but you said you weren't min-max.
I'm not.
You said you weren't min-maxing, but then you described min-maxing when we're talking about you rolling a small amount of dice.
I don't. Okay, no one cares if you.
Don't worry about them, bats.
I don't even know how hard you can really min-max in the JoJo system unless you're playing a pillar man.
We really can't, because I mean the main goal isn't really having high stats; it's getting advantages. So. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What started this, I was making a joke about how you always get so many successes compared to us, became a weird, awkward argument.
I didn't think it was awkward. Okay.
They're trying to take your dice away, Bats.
Darnell just assumes anything is awkward.
It's true.
I don't know how he gets through the day.
It's the millennial in him.
I'm not millennial.
He's not millennial. He's a zoomer.
You're a fucking proto-millennial, Darnell.
I'm the one that's like in between millennial and zoomers, where you don't really fully relate to either group and you kind of relate to both.
The silent generation.
Yeah, that's it. I'm 80 years
The
old.
death in the generation.
I'm just really good at sounding youthful. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
I'm going to send you to adult kindergarten, Darnell.